You know what the jingle means. Good evening and thank you for joining us for our Operation Noel Telethon. I'm Eric Elkin.
And I'm Stephanie Valle. Operation Noel has been around for 70 years. Every holiday season, we here at ABC7 hold this telethon with the goal to raise enough money to keep 20,000 children here in the borderland warm. And
what you see right here is the coats that we are giving away this year with the orange and teal color, and also this reflective stripe and a nice hood that pops out of the back as well, and that fleece lining to keep you warm as well. To give the donations, I should say, all the donations stay in the borderland. They're given to children identified by social workers, educators, as well as school counselors.
And the El Paso Times, Hub International, and the Mattress firm are also giving their support. And through the night, we're going to be introducing you to some of the families who benefit from your donations. Of course, it was very hard for them to come out because they're asking for your help in a time of need when they're at their lowest point, and that's why they need your help. So we really appreciate them participating.
All right, the big point, of course, of this telethon in this next 30 minutes is to get those phones ringing. We want people donating. And maybe you're just getting home from work, preparing the dinner, you just sat down for dinner. Now, if you can help out, even just $17.50 will buy one of these coats. Of course, if you're able to donate more, we certainly would love that. But let's send it over to where all the action is happening. ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dave Spielman is standing by, spending the evening with the volunteers who are answering your calls and standing by with also a major donation to announce. Doppler.
You know, exactly. And we got some folks on the phone. Others are still waiting to answer the phone. So, you know, we don't want them sitting around being bored. So go ahead and give us a call at 599-5111. It's, of course, area code 915. And look at this check. I mean, this is a massive check. We got Dan Longoria, Mattress firm, D. Margo over here. And do you see a check like this, and man, you're really appreciative.
Well, it's great, and Dan's one of our partners. Mattress firm's been great. When we have the coats come in, their warehouse stores them for us and helps distribute them. But this is $10,000 that will purchase 571 coats.
Yeah. Dan, it's just tremendous. And like Dee was saying, not only did you're a helpful sponsor and you give this amount of money, but you use your facilities to store the coats. You know,
yeah. And it's such a blessing for us because it gets our employees involved, and it lets them see actually what this Operation Noel does.
Yeah.
And 1750, and to see the faces of these kids when they get these coats, because we have to remember, this is really some of the Christmas gifts that these kids will get. I mean, the only thing that they'll get. So please call in. We're going to be here all night till 10 o'clock. It's the best $17.50 you'll ever spend, because just what it does to a child's face when, you know, they definitely need these coats. So
how do your employees get involved with this?
Well, again, we house them, we warehouse them, and so when the coats come in, and we're very in touch with Dee and Cynthia, and so just setting up and unloading, I mean, they just feel such a part of the organization. So it's been a blessing for us to be a part of it for so many years, and again, the best $17.50 you'll ever spend, so please call and donate.
Yeah, appreciate it. And Dee, we're certainly hoping more people call in. I mean, we've got the rest of the night. This is our big push this half hour. And, you know, folks are calling in, which is good.
This is great. And I remind people, we never have all the funding for the coats until we finish the telethon here on KVIA and other solicitations. So we really need it. We don't have all the funds yet.
Yeah, you prepay for all these coats, and then you're hoping that the money comes available.
Actually, we only pay a deposit.
Okay.
We pay a deposit, and then we hope and pray we can raise the rest of the funds, which every year we've been able to, thanks to the generosity of our region in El Paso and southern New Mexico.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, Dan. We appreciate it. All you guys at the Mattress Firm does. And we're also looking at, you know, you folks call it in. There's still some people who are not on the phones, but they are, again, giving their time. 915-599-5111. Back to you guys.
Hey, Doppler, we have we like to do the challenges during this time especially. So if you could, I want to relay this on to Dee and Dan. I know there are a lot of volunteers that are helping out right now. You said that we can hear the phones ringing in the background, but we want so many calls that we have to see Dee and Dan go behind there and also have to answer the phones as well.
You know, and Dee was doing that earlier.
I know.
He took 3 calls. They were talking about how you guys, you know, the phones are ringing, and they'd like to see you guys jump in if you can and answer, because a lot of folks would like to talk to you, right? You got the owner of Mattress Firm, you got Dee Margo here, former mayor, and, you know, folks would love to talk to you guys, right? So, okay.
They would love to talk to you too, Doppler.
We want Doppler to get in on the phones.
Think about it. If you
Yeah.
call in to donate and you answer, you're going to know right away, too, by the way, Doppler Dave. you know.
That's my challenge to El Pasoans, to make sure that you get Doppler Dave to answer your phone call. So that's why you got to call in 915-599-5111. Thank you, Doppler, and thank you to Mattress Firm. It's so wonderful to see our corporate sponsors here in El Paso step up to the challenge of providing the money needed for these coats. And we're just asking for you to give a little bit. They're giving thousands of dollars. We're just asking for $17.50 at the very least.
Yeah.